Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, and if this is your first time here, welcome. This is Essential Patience and I Am Patience. In today's video, we are talking hair and unpopular hair care advice. I know I've been doing a lot of reviews on my channel about hair things, but I just wanted to add a little to that conversation and share with you 10 of my unpopular hair care advice. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and let's get straight in. Number one is that everybody's hair grows. Unless you have been medically diagnosed with something, everybody's hair is growing. Even people who chemically alter their hair or dye their hair still grows. That's why when you dye your hair, a few months later you would see the other roots growing out, and it might be a different color. If you dyed a different color, that's something that happens. If you perm your hair, the roots grow out. That's why you have to keep perming it over and over again, because new growth appears. But that whole idea that, oh, my hair is not growing, or my hair stops past this amount, unless you have been diagnosed by a doctor. I am the type of person, I don't like to claim things of negativity. I don't like to label myself as that person. So unless you have gone to the doctor and the doctor has diagnosed you with alopecia or some form of hair loss illness going on, do not claim that. Everybody's hair is growing. I don't know a single person whose hair is not growing. Even when I used to keep my hair short, I still used to go to the barber shop every few months. Why? Because my hair is growing. Everybody's hair grows. Number two is that if you want your hair to grow, you have to be willing to do certain things that is not directly just on the hair. For example, staying hydrated. If you are not staying hydrated, how is your body going to be able to produce good things? So making sure that you stay hydrated. I know a lot of times there's a misconception about how much should you drink, and I don't know, ask your doctor. But my aim is to drink about 2/3 of my weight every single day. It doesn't always happen, but it's not just direct water. It can be water and other things. You can drink, different things that contain water, but make sure they're not too sweet or like counterproductive. But you want to make sure that you're staying hydrated. Also eating healthy. If your body's not healthy and it's basically fighting for its life, why do you think your body would want to dedicate its resources to growing good hair? There are priorities. Even the body has priorities, and your hair is not a priority for your body. Okay, keep your heart beating, keep your mind alive. Like, those are better than it's producing excess hair on your head just to flourish. So if you're not eating healthy, that could impact your hair and your hair growth. Also, making sure that you exercise. I think exercise is good for everybody. Just staying energetic and exercise, moving your body like once in a while, just making sure that you're exercising consistently, you're staying active. Your body is taking in all of this. Remember, you want to keep your body well and healthy so that it can do what it needs to do. And when your body has that extra resources, your hair is gonna grow and flourish. But if you're eating poorly, you're not drinking any water, you're drinking like overly sugary drinks, and you're barely exercising, but you expect your body to take all that crap and make good healthy hair, the math ain't mathing. Number three is to have positive thoughts about your hair. Especially in the Black community, we have this thing where people always hate on hair. It's talking about good hair, bad hair, and calling hair all kinds of horrible names. Believe me, I've heard a lot of it, some even directed towards me. But let me tell you, if you have hair on your head, everybody should just thank God, because all hair is good hair. Healthy hair is good hair. So make sure that you think positive thoughts about your hair. There was nobody that was going to make me hate my hair. And especially going to an HBCU, I felt so lucky to go to an HBCU, Howard University, HU, and just seeing the positivity around there. I didn't have people making me question if my hair should be this hair texture, that hair texture. So overall, having positive thoughts about your hair, I think just helps it grow. Like, if you love on your hair and you are putting that extra because you know that my hair deserves this, like I deserve to take good care of my hair, I think it just helps it. You're gonna put a little bit more extra, versus if you hate your hair, you're not gonna be as passionate when you're doing it, when you're styling it. You're not gonna be as careful to take care of it. So in my opinion, have positive thoughts about your hair. I've always had positive thoughts about my hair. No matter what state it's in, I just know that God gave me this hair and I'm just gonna take care of it. Number 4 is that hair care routines are getting too complicated. Y'all simplify it. Simplify it, because the more complicated your hair routine is, the less likely you are to follow it and to follow it consistently. I think the simpler the better. Have a simple routine. Do what you must with the time that you have. Having an overly complicated hair care routine is not going to make your hair grow practically any faster than it is, because your hair grows at the same pace. It's about making steps that you retain your length. But if you are trying to overcomplicate it, you're over manipulating your hair, you're doing more damage than good, and you're tiring yourself. For me, I have this exact same hair care routine. I change it up once in a while, but overall it's nice, it's simple, it's not time consuming because I have a full-time job and then some. So overall, you want to make sure that you're not overcomplicating your hair care routine. Everything like 10, 20, 50 steps routine is not for me, and for most people, neither is it. Number 5 is that if it hurts, it's not worth it. All these hairstyles that are painful, I've seen people's scalp bleeding, people who said they can't sleep for a week. Oh my goodness, if it hurts that much, it's not worth it, because the peace of mind that you just don't have, and also the fact that you think this is normal, you're literally pulling the follicles out of your scalp, you're irritating and causing irritation to your scalp. That's why it hurts, that's why it itches, that's why it's causing such discomfort, because your scalp is not comfortable. So I know that there are certain styles that no matter what, it kind of, you know, for a while there's a little tension. Like, I'm not used to cornrows. I've had cornrows maybe 3 or 4 times at most. So if I went today to get it, I'm sure there'll be some tension, because it's been a couple of years since I had cornrows. So of course I'm gonna probably feel a little tension, but it shouldn't make me feel like I'm getting a headache. I don't know about box braids. I've never had box braids, so I wouldn't know how that would feel like. But when I do get it in the future, I hope it doesn't hurt too much, because I'm just gonna be that person that just takes it out. I don't think it's worth it. Make sure you talk to your hairstylist if it's too tight, but your hair should not feel like it's exploding for like a week before you're comfortable. That's not worth it. Number 6 goes back to when I said everybody hair grows, that your hair is growing, you're just not retaining the length. I think that a lot of time companies don't benefit from telling you that their products, more likely than not, it's not going to make your hair grow any faster than it's already growing, but instead you just need to retain that length. And for me, I go towards products that retain length, and I make my own concoctions for length retention and for keeping my hair hydrated and for keeping my hair, you know, intact. But if you're over manipulating, that's why your hair could be breaking. That's you know, you're not retaining length. If you're doing too much with your hair, if you're putting all these products, more likely than not, for most people, it's not making your hair grow any faster. It's all about length retention. So I think if we went towards more length retention than productification and trying to make our hair grow faster, we will find better results. Number 7 is that every hairstyle is not for everybody. And the earlier you accept this, the more likely your hair is to thrive. I remember when I started growing my hair 4 years ago, almost 5 now, I wanted to try wash and go. So during maybe the 2nd year, I tried my first wash and go. It didn't really work out. And a few months later, I tried it again. And again, it didn't really work out. And I remember I bought this really huge jar of gel because I was trying to make wash and goes my go-to style. But the hair just wasn't doing what it was supposed to do. And it wasn't giving what it was supposed to have gave, okay? It wasn't the same as what I saw on YouTube. So after the 2nd try, I gave it up. I have not tried a wash and go ever since. I may try in the future just to see, or have somebody else do it just to see. Maybe I was doing something wrong, but my hair just wasn't liking it. And my hair rather thrives in mini braids, and that's why I really love doing my mini braids, because every time I put them in for a month, and I take out my hair like this, which I just took a couple of days ago, and guess what, in a week they're getting back into their mini braids, or I might try mini twists. But my hair thrives in those styles. They're low maintenance, they're easy to get to wash, and easy to maintain, and my hair just thrives because I'm not doing the absolute most. Every hairstyle doesn't look good on everybody, and every hairstyle is not for everybody. So I say listen to your hair, and if your hair just doesn't agree with it, it's okay. Find something else that works. I know it's disappointing, but you can always find something that would work better than you even thought. Number 8, and this might just be very unpopular, but I think that overpriced products are just that. overpriced. A lot of times they're not doing anything more for your hair than a regular product would. I cap buying individual products at like $15. If a product costs more than $15, I personally am not buying it unless it's something special, like it always in bulk, then that's different. Of course, I compare how much it is per ounce, but if I'm buying something that's like 12 ounces and it's more than $15, I'm not paying for that. And most of my hair care products are under $10, and I add things together and I do my own concoction to really help me, but I'm not paying for hair oil that comes in like a jar like this and it's like $80. Like, for what? What do I need that for? Well, I think that we should all do our due diligence in doing research of our products. So I just don't put any products in my hair. I always do my research and I always buy, you know, on the medium range kind of products. But and however, I don't think that it is beneficial to be so product focused, but instead be routine focused and let those products add and boost up your routine rather than having a crappy routine but all these overpriced products. You're not going to do anything. You're still going to break the ends of your hair. You're still not going to be retaining length the way you should. So overpriced products are a no-no for me. And I think that a lot of these companies are taking advantage of people's hair insecurities and especially of the natural hair movement. If you've not already watched my video on the natural hair movement, I talk about this in detail as well as other things that went on in the natural hair community. I think it was a really good video. Number 9 is that your hair might not be growing because of the stylist that you have. I think there are some stylists that are scissor happy, and there are some that are more focused also on the style. And I think the scissor happiness, like, you can always switch one, and most of the time people make a big deal about it, but I think most will just trim what is needed. But I think the danger is for stylists who are focused not on the hair care but on the style that they are doing. They're trying to do everything to make the style look best, and that's great, but sometimes the best look isn't always the healthiest way. So what products are they using? How are they sectioning your hair? How tight are they doing the style? Yes, the style looks nice, but what is the long-term result on your hair or the long-term consequences on your hair? For me, I personally don't go to stylists that much. I go like once a year. Like last year I went to the hair salon once. The previous year I went maybe 2 to 3 times, and it's been getting lower and lower over the past few years. In general, in these past almost 5 years I've been growing my hair, I've been to the salon less than 10 times, so less than 10 people have done my hair. So on a day-to-day basis, I'm the one doing it by myself, and I'm able to control how much pressure, how much tension that I put on there. So I think that sometimes it will benefit you to learn to do your own hair and to take care of your own hair, so you're not just relying on stylists, because a lot of stylists are more focused on hairstyles than hair growth. And while they shouldn't be mutually exclusive, sometimes they are. And we are finally at number 10, which is that the only thing that truly grows hair is time. In August, it'll be 5 years since I started growing my hair, and let me tell you, time. The average person grows about 6 inches of hair a year, and with that, of course, you have breakage, you're trimming, and all those things, so you're retaining less of that. And overall, you guys, I don't think I know anybody who's been able to grow like 20 inches of hair in 1 year. I mean, if there's a Guinness record, I don't know, but even if when you look at people with long hair, they've been growing that hair for years. Like, I really think that people don't understand that there isn't but so much you can do. Don't put too much pressure on your hair. Don't put too much pressure on yourself to grow so much hair at one time. Know that it is time, so have a long-term goal and know to manage your expectation. No matter how much the products you're buying is, you can buy $1,000 products to use on your hair, and I still guarantee you that you're not gonna grow that much more hair than you usually do, and it just might not be worth it. And if we all just managed our expectation and know that time is really what grows hair, and then when you're consistent over that time, and when you have a consistent hair care routine, when you're being gentle with your hair, when you are making sure that you're protecting your hair, in that time your hair will grow and your hair will thrive. My hair has never been this long before. Prior to that, I used to keep it like very short. This is it. Like, I don't know what else I can tell you. I wish I could like sell your magical products, but that is why a lot of these companies are being predatory on your insecurities and on your unmanaged expectations. No matter what you do, time is truly what grows hair. So take it one day at a time and you'll be all right. So thank you for watching. I am bringing this video to a close. Let me know in the comment section, do you have any unpopular hair opinions or advice in general? Leave in the comment section. I will be reading them and respond. And remember to like this video if you haven't already. Subscribe to my channel and ring notification bell because I post 2 videos a week on Tuesdays and on Fridays. Come over because the conversation is amazing, if I do say so myself. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.